Good day, this is JNN Weekday News. I'm Lafayne Wigan. Here now are the top stories. 2 persons have been arrested as the police continue investigations into a major fuel racket. The scam has resulted in more than $100 million being defrauded from petroleum dealer Cool Oasis. A gas station operator in St. Anne was taken into custody by Mocha on Monday. He was questioned last night in the presence of his attorney and is expected to be charged this week. A female employee of Cool Oasis was taken into custody last night and is scheduled to be questioned today. Cool Oasis called in Mocha last week after it discovered that fuel destined for its service stations ended up at another dealer which has been selling petrol cheaper than its competitors. Several tanker drivers have provided the police with statements. In business, Canada's Scotiabank has announced plans to shut or shrink 120 branches, largely in Mexico and the Caribbean, in a bid to save Canadian $120 million annually. The bank said it would close down 35 of its 200 branches in the Caribbean and would sever 1,500 full-time employees, including 500 from its international operations. Scotiabank Chief Executive Officer Brian Porter said in some of the Caribbean countries, the company is just overbranched and needs to be sized to fit the economic realities of these economies. Porter said that the bank's revenue growth has been encouraging outside Canada, but profit has not jumped as much as he would like. Scotiabank made a record Canadian $6.7 billion net income in 2013. Meanwhile, news that Scotiabank, Canada's number 2 lender, will cut about 1,500 jobs in the Caribbean and Latin America is reportedly causing jitters at its Jamaican operations. The Bustamante Industrial Trade Union BITU, which represents workers at Bank of Nova Scotia, Jamaica, is worried that there could be implications for local staff. President General of the BITU, Senator Cavan Gale, says the union will meet with the bank's management on Monday to discuss the matter. To discuss its concerns, and some recommendations will be provided regarding ways to mitigate against any possible job loss. The union represents more than 1,000 Bank of Nova Scotia workers. November 13 has been set as the date for the start of Jamaica's animal tagging program. Agriculture Minister Derek Kellier confirmed on Tuesday that the required equipment has been procured. He was answering questions tabled in the House of Representatives by J.C. Hutchinson, opposition spokesman on agriculture. He said while the existing receipt book system serves as a traceability tool, it is not sufficient to track the movement of agricultural produce, hence the need for additional security measures such as the tagging system to reduce predial larceny. Now in sports, the West Indies women were no match for their Australian counterparts, losing the second 2020 international by 86 runs at the Adelaide Oval in Australia. Led by 50 from opener Elise Villani, Australia chalked up an impressive 160 for 4 from their 20 overs. Shakana Kintine ended picked of the West Indies women's bowler with 2 for 32. The Caribbean women struggled in their reply, scraping to 74 for 9 from their allotted overs. Jamaicans Stephanie Taylor, 19, and Chanel Daly, 14, along with Shemaine Campbell, 15, were the only players to reach double figures against Kristen Beams, who took 3 for 16. Australia leads the 4-match series 2-0. Game 3 will be played on Friday in Melbourne. And those were the headlines for this hour. You can watch or live stream at JamaicaNewsNetwork.com. I'm Lafayne Wigan, and this is JNN News Worth Watching.